Good day everyone, welcome to the Certified Math Majors channel. Now in this video, I will be teaching you common algebra tricks in solving almost any types of equations. Now this video involves three algebra tricks, one for simple equations, the other one with fractions, and then the other one with grouping symbols and radicals. Now let's go first to the first trick that involves linear simple equations. First example, you have 3x minus 5 equals 4. Now, in order to solve for this one without the usual algebra method, we'll try to see what happens to each of the numbers in the equation. Now, in 3x minus 5 equals 4, what happens is that x is multiplied by 3, and then it's subtracted by 5, and with that equals to 4. Now, in order for us to get the answer, without the usual transposition method, we are just going to reverse the operation. So minus 5, this is plus 5, then that's times 3, so this will be divide 3. So now you have 4 plus 5, that's 9, and then divided by 3, so your x is equals to 3. So if you will substitute, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 5 is 4, so your answer here is correct. Next example, 4x minus 3 equals 5. Same thing. Let's just observe what happens to each of the numbers or each of the parts of the equation here. So in this first one, 4x, that's just x times 4. And then you have minus 3 equals 5. So reverse the operations. You now have plus 3, and then this is divided by 4. So to solve for x, you now have x or 5 plus 3, that is equals to 8 divided by 4. So therefore your x here is 2. If you substitute x to the original equation, you have 4 times 2, that's 8, minus 3, that gives you 5. Third example, you now have fractions. So you have 3x over 2 plus 5 equals 11. So what happens here is x times 3 divided by 2 plus 5 equals 11. So reverse the operations. You have minus 5 times 2 and then divide by 3. That will be now the value of x. 11 minus 5 is 6, times 2 is 12, divided by 3, that gives you 4. So the value of x here is just equal to 4. So when you check, 3 times 4 is 12, divided by 2 is 6, plus 5, that gives you 11. Next, fourth example, you have 5x plus 1 over 3 equals to 2. So what happens here is that you have x times 5 plus 1 divided by 3, and that's equal to 2. Same thing, reverse the operations. This becomes times 3 minus 1 and then divide by 5. So, and then you will get the value of x. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 1 is 5. Divided by 5, you get the value of x, which is equals to 1. So when you check, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, divided by 3, that gives you 2. Fifth example, 2 times 4x plus 3 equals to 6. This time, we have the grouping symbol. So remember, when you have a grouping symbol, you have to start there first. So since what is inside the grouping symbol is 4x plus 3, we start first with what happens in 4x plus 3. So in 4x plus 3, just have x times 4 plus 3. Then this is multiplied by 2 equals 46. To get the x, we're going to reverse our operations. This becomes divide by 2. This becomes minus 3. This becomes divide by 4. So your x now is 46 divided by 2. That gives you 23. Minus 3 is 20. Divided by 4, your x is now equal to 5. And when you check that answer, that gives you, or that will satisfy the equation, so which means your answer is correct. Next, you have x squared, or square root of x squared plus 7 plus 5 is equals to 9. Again, you have x squared plus 7 inside the radical symbol, so you work on that one first. So let's see what happens inside that. That becomes x squared, and then plus 7, and then you get the square root, because x squared, because x squared plus 7 is inside, so you do first the x plus 7 before you get the square root. So that's why the square root comes after x squared plus 7. Then plus 5 equals 9. So we reverse now the operations. This becomes minus 5. Now from square root, that becomes squared. So let's just take this as the symbol for squared, but you can take any symbol you like. So minus 7. After reversing the operation, you can now get the value of x. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 7, that gives you, or that, yeah, 16 minus 7, that will be 9. And then this part here, squared, so this will be square root here. Square root of 9 is equals to 3. Therefore the answer here is just equal to 3. So that's it, x equals to 3. Next, 7. 4 times square root of 5x minus 6 over 2 is equals to 6. So inside the parenthesis, you have 5x minus 6. So that becomes 5 times x minus 6. After you have 5x minus 6, you get the square root. After you get the square root, multiply by 4. After you multiply by 4, you divide by 2 equals 6. Just reverse the operations. Times 2, divide by 4, square, plus 6, divide by 5. So you will have your x. 6 times 2, 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. Divided by 5, the value of x is again equal to 3. So if you're going to substitute the value of x into the original equation, you will find out that that will satisfy both sides. That means your answer is actually correct. So that's all for this video. I hope you have learned another trick. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for you to be updated for our next upcoming videos. So once again, thank you so much and enjoy learning.